So, ESPN is saying that the Cincinnati Bengals should sign tight end right here. My man. Well, hold up. Noah Fant. Now, this is his helmet signed back when he was with the Denver Broncos. If you guys do not know, he got traded to the Seattle Seahawks in the Russell Wilson trade. I know Brandon Perna loves that trade more than anything. Nonetheless, though, he got traded to the Seahawks in the Russell Wilson trade. So, of course, now that he is in Seattle, most likely he's going to not be coming back, as he is going to be a free agent. Now, it's always possible that they re-sign him just like any free agent. They could always, end up working out a deal. But if they don't work out a deal, this is what PFF projects his contract will be. A 3-year, $8 million deal with $14.5 million guaranteed. So, not really that bad at all. Actually, very affordable deal for us. And would not mind picking him up. I would absolutely love to have Noah Fant. It's like Dalton Schultz, Noah Fant, probably John U. Smith. Think about all the rankings I would do. Probably Everett after that. And I'm probably missing one tight end. Maybe one or two tight ends there. But as they say right here, Fant has never quite lived up to expectations as a first rounder. But that's more of an issue of usage than efficiency. Fant has put up positive DYAR in all 5 of his NFL seasons and has ranked 9th among qualifying tight ends in receiving DVOA this past season. Every tight end on the Bengals roster is a free agent. Obviously, we're going to end up bringing back our boy Tanner Hudson and probably Drew Sample. Probably draft a tight end and then get a free agent tight end in some capacity. But Noah Fant's a great addition to the roster and would help us out drastically. He is more of a vertical threat tight end where, someone like John U. Smith is more of a blocking tight end that can also be used in the receiving game. This guy is more of just a straight up receiving tight end. Like, he's a vertical threat tight end. He's a goal line option. He can also stretch the field. He makes it so that you have to respect the deep shot with him. He's an absolute amazing target. He's 6'4", he's 245. He's a big body guy. Well, not big body. I mean, he's tall. That's what I'm trying to say. He's a tall guy. I would love to pick him up. He never really had a good quarterback in Denver. And then in Seattle, well, yes, he had Geno Smith for the last 2 seasons. It wasn't really, that's not really saying much. Obviously, going from Geno Smith and Paxton Lynch to Joe Burrow is definitely a upgrade. Let's be honest, to say the least, this would be a humongous upgrade. And again, more vertical threat tight end, more weapons to use in the passing game. Always an absolute W. So, if we could get him for the contract that they just said, that would be humongous. That would be an absolute dub. I don't know about the $14.5 million guaranteed. I feel like whatever tight end we get, if we're going to get top 10 tight end, or top tight end like Dalton Schultz or Noah Fant, I do believe that it can't be as much incentive based as, let's say, a lower end tight end we get. If you get a higher end tight end, they're not going to just go out there and take an incentive based contract. They're going to want to get, as it says here, fully guaranteed contracts. So I don't know if I would want to get up to 14.5 fully guaranteed, but maybe up to 10 million guaranteed and put some incentives in there to say, hey, listen, if you play all 18 games or you're starter all 18 games, you have this amount of receptions, this yardage, this touchdown. If you win a playoff game with us, you get more money. Just give him more incentives. Give him a good baseline and then give him more incentives so that he, is more incentivized to go out there and have a fantastic season. And yes, I do agree a 3-year contract would be awesome, and that would be the ideal role here. But even if you want to try to do a 1-year prove-it deal with him, I mean, I wouldn't be against the idea of potentially going with that. He's a younger guy. So giving a 1-year prove-it deal here, just to go out there and say, hey, listen, you're going to play with Joe Burrow, okay? You're going to get a 1-year prove-it deal. We're going to draft a tight end in this upcoming draft. He'll be your backup with Tanner Hudson. The idea is the guy we draft will be the future of this team at the tight end position. But for right now, you're going to get a 1-year prove-it deal. And if you want to come back after that, we'll work out a contract. But if not, you're going to have a fantastic season. You're going to go crazy. You're going to go win the Super Bowl, be a Super Bowl winning tight end, hit free agency again, and you're still going to be young, and you're going to get crazy money. So that could also work out very well for us. Is that, maybe a 1-year prove-it deal, and that's that. I would love to sign him for a multi-year contract, but I feel like we might be able to get him even cheaper if we do a 1-year prove-it deal and kind of finesse it around like, you're going to be playing with the best quarterback in the league. Guess what? You're going to be making more money after this year. Because if not, if we try to go for a 3-year contract, my only worries is another team comes in and offers more money. And while, yes, we have a lot of salary cap, we had to put a lot of salary cap towards certain players. We don't have all the money in the world to kind of, go around with other positions. So that's my only problem / dilemma is I feel like if this was a chance of a 1-year contract, he might be more amped to do it, to think, oh, I'm going to get paid big boy money if I take a 1 year because I'm going to have a great season. And he's not a player who's known to be injury prone. He's not injury prone. Like, he stays healthy. He goes out there and he plays at a very high level. So it's not like we have to worry about like an Irv Smith here where he's going to get hurt randomly through the season. And now, guess what? That guy we just picked up is a nothing burger, and it's not going to help us out. This guy actually stays healthy. He contributes. He plays at a high level. He has a high motor. Again, big tight end here. Going to be able to get open, make some plays. And again, goal line targets, always great. And it's funny because I'm thinking to myself, don't bring back Drew Sample. Sign this guy, right, Noah Fant, and sign Dalton Schultz. Sign them both. Maybe Schultz to a multi-year contract because I just feel a little bit more confident in him. And maybe this guy to a 1-year deal and then have Tanner Hudson as your third tight end. And now you have 3 great tight ends right there. Draft one late. Have him as a guy who develops over time and becomes the starter eventually. And now you have yourself 4 amazing tight ends. Yeah, Tyler Boyd's going to leave, but you got T. Higgins, you got Chase, you got Yoshi in the slot, you got Trenton Irwin, you got Chuck Sizzle, and then go ahead in this draft. Maybe you take a wide receiver in the 5th round. Now you have another receiver there. You have other great options. You fix the offensive line, and now this team is looking like the best team out there possible. This is going to get interesting, guys. This is going to get interesting.